Sweet, cool. Aled, how are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Is your preparation for this evening going well?
It is. We're painting, actually.
Painting?
Doing some paintings upstairs in preparation for the show. But no, yeah, it's been pretty good. Good sound check and stuff, so I'm prepared.
How's the tour been generally? Good?
Yeah, it's been awesome. We've only done Bristol and Norwich so far. So yeah, it's been wicked. Like, there were 2 shows. Unfortunately, we had a day off yesterday, which was a bit of a pain in the arse before a London show. But yeah, like, really, really good, and all the bands have been wicked.
So what did you get up to on your day off?
I went to Brighton because it was sunny. I wanted to at least see a beach this year.
Did you get an hour sort of on the beach at all?
I didn't actually go to the beach. I walked along it, and then I went and sat by the pavilion.
Okay, it's quite nice in there. Yeah.
I really like Brighton. You know, it's not really like any other town in Britain.
It is. Yeah, it's quite. It's definitely an odd place from my memories being down there.
Or lack of memories.
Yes, well. But it's like when I was down there the other day, they seem to be ready for it to be summer at any point. Like, the sun comes out suddenly, like ice cream vendors, all the shops are open on the beach, so suddenly just like there's sort of bands playing down there. It's like there must just be like a network.
Yeah, to be fair, I think there is it's just probably like a protocol thing they have going on there.
It's the emergency Brighton summer thing. But yeah, no, it's just sort of obviously tonight is it must be the biggest show the tour, I think, mustn't it?
Yes.
Thinking about the venues and stuff, and you guys haven't played here?
We have not played here. I think this might be the last venue. No, apart from Wembley, we've pretty much covered everything else. So we've never been here. Watched a lot of shows here.
Yeah.
And I always really like the venue because quite into the sort of theatre venue. So yeah, it's awesome to finally get here.
Did you? I mean, obviously, because Young Guns have just done the same. Like, I mean, that's sort of their. I think they had played here before, but they hadn't headlined and stuff. Did you hear about the lights?
They had a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, they kind of. I think they were saying.
Did they?
Yeah, they just got on with it really. There's a bit of a sort of 5-minute delay, but I think those guys have their fair share of technical.
Bad luck 5.
Yeah, but have you had any problems like that so far?
Fingers crossed. No, but in sound check it was like my amp's making a funny noise. The monitors are shit. The kick drum doesn't sound right. So it might just be this venue. But yeah, usually we have loads of things go wrong, but not today. If anything goes wrong tomorrow in Leeds, I don't give a shit.
So you got obviously you're saying about you got to bring out 3 bands kind of who sonically they're in the same sort of area, but all kind of like 3 different groups of kind of that kind of punk end of stuff. You've got kind of Blitz Kids being kind of like spazzy kind of pop rock stuff, and obviously Francesca doing kind of maybe a bit more similar to you guys in the other team, maybe a little bit. Kind of,
like keep them all together.
Yeah, exactly. It makes something kind of that kind of balance and stuff. Like I think you must have played with all of those guys before.
We've taken Save Your Breath out before, like about 3 years ago now. So it was like a no-brainer because they're obviously awesome friends of ours, and like the new album's amazing. So we were like, so I'll just do it again.
Yeah.
So it's actually the first time we've played with Blitz Kids. I think we've been talking about it for quite a while.
Yeah.
And we nearly took them out on the last tour, the tour before that, but it didn't come about. So yeah, it's good to finally do that because we've been friends with them for a while. And I think we've played with Francesca. I think maybe we've done like Slam Dunk or something.
Yeah, on the same sort of
like we're always sort of kicking around, and they're always where we are, and we've been at their shows and they've been at our shows.
So is that kind of like was it kind of almost to deliberate to kind of make sure you kind of got that rather than reach out to maybe like an American band you played with?
Yeah, I mean we kind of mulled over the idea of getting an American band over, but I don't know, I just think it's cooler to get like an old British bill because there's so many like exciting British bands, and as you said, like they're all doing something different, so we thought it'd be a lot more interesting to just get 3 up and coming or sort of semi-established British bands who are all doing like very much their own thing, and then just take them out, because I think it's really beneficial for them. I think it's good for the local scenes.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's kind of obviously those guys have all been doing their own thing for, you know, all 3 of them at the same sort of time seem to be kind of actually getting to that point where, you know, they'll start being able to kind of support, you know, their own headline tours and stuff like this. Kind of allows them to kind of get kind of reach out to a wider audience. Like, do you think there's more? You're saying, you know, you think the UK kind of scene's kicking out a lot of bands. Is there anyone else?
It seems to have sort of revved up again now. It had a bit of a lull, I suppose, but like the bands were existing, but they weren't kind of kicking off. And I think right now, like all those bands that were kind of plugging away over the last 2 years are all sort of getting their just desserts, I suppose, and there's loads coming through. I mean, like Tiger Please from UK as well, Straight Lines are all writing again, and it's just really exciting to sort of have that sort of resurgence of like new bands again, because I don't think it's happened in a while, and I think it's just a lot better for the British scene, rather than just dragging over American bands all the time in support, just supporting the amazing music and cheer.
So how have you kind of put the set together for this tour? Have you kind of gone for obviously it is the album tour for you guys, so is it quite you bring quite a lot of the new records?
Yeah, I think we've been probably a bit selfish with it. It's I don't know, it's kind of always a difficult one, because it's like you don't want to completely alienate your whole audience, because some of them might not have it, and obviously everyone has their favourites, but it's kind of 50-50 between like this album and like the album before, and then thrown in a couple of old ones and stuff, Smart Casual as well. So it's just kind of finding that balance. But like we've brought out brass on this tour.
Oh, okay.
So that's something we've never done before. So it's been kind of fun reworking some of like the older stuff to make it sound a bit fuller and a bit more like, I guess, the stuff we're doing now as well. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been quite challenging for us, I think, sort of, because the new songs quite a bit harder to.
Yeah, so you've had to kind of bring the production up as well, like saying, obviously you're saying you're painting and stuff, so there's a sort of like just bringing lots of visual kind of pieces.
Like, because I think on the last Dirt tour we did quite a lot with the lights. We didn't want this to be a disappointment by comparison, because like we spent a fortune on that, and this time we were like, I'd rather spend money bringing in musicians to sort of make that sort of side of the show a bit more spectacular. So it was kind of finding a balance between making it a spectacle and making sure that the music was kind of at the forefront of it all.
So have you, is having the brass out, do you think that's kind of, are you just having that on the kind of songs they've been on the new thing, or you kind of brought them into the original?
No, we've brought them into a lot of stuff. I think, like initially we were building a set and we were like, oh, we better play the brass songs because they and kind of like stuff them all in. But now we were just like, actually they kind of work on this song and they can thicken up this part of that song. So I think that in the end there were probably about 8 or 9 songs, just quite subtly. We didn't want to end up like Les and Jake.
That would be kind of thing going up.
I love Les and Jake.
Yeah, it's
but
a kind of different world, isn't it? Almost in a way. But yeah. Cool. Well, thank you very much. I'll let you carry on with your evening. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Speak to you soon.